Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app. It's a beautiful Sunday morning down here at the Jersey Shore. Good morning, Andrew Leeds.
Good morning, Billy. How we doing today?
All right, the intern's in here. Danny Ryan, how are you doing?
Top of the morning, my friend, and
Speaking of top of
the
morning,
happiest of birthdays to Bill Schwein.
How about that?
Happy birthday,
Thank you,
buddy.
fellas.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you,
Billy.
fellas.
Blessed to be here with you on your birthday. Celebrate another year of the Schweiner.
Yeah, man.
There we
Nothing could
go.
be- Nothing could be finer. Where did I put my Blitz's orange juice?
Oh, no.
What did I do with
You
it?
down it
Gotta-
already?
You got to
No.
locate that ASAP.
Well, you guys got yours, right? Where did I put
Oh,
mine?
Yeah, I got
of
mine.
Of course, I got mine.
I never lose
Locked
sight
and
of
loaded.
mine.
Oh, my God. Where did
Liquid sunshine. All right.
No, I
We got a show to do here.
did down it already. I downed it already.
Oh, wow.
It's in the dryer.
I knew it. I saw you guzzling that
I
thing.
guzzled it already.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
All
guys,
right.
man, get into your Blitz's markets. We got your you've got your Blitz's breakfast sandwiches. Are they delicious?
Right.
Dave and Joe Newman. I go in there. The first thing Dave says is the fellas want sandwiches.
Oh, the fellas want sandwiches.
I said, do the
Of
fellas
course.
want your, are you kidding me? Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. Now we're on the X platform. We're on my YouTube channel. They're showing the Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice,
Ready?
12 ounces of liquid sunshine. They're getting into it. I already
ASMR.
down mine already.
Gotta crack mine.
By the way, I'm on
I
my
already took a
diet.
sip.
So I'm on my diet. You know what Dave Newman did for me? He made mine without the bread. Put it in the box and I eat it with a fork. and
Oh,
knife.
that's
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
egg and cheese.
That's nice.
And you guys have
Cut
your
down on
carb
carbs.
count.
freshly squeezed orange juice there, and you have your it's on yours is on a Kaiser bun, and they're the best buns that
Oh,
ever.
it's so
Oh, I
right?
love the Kaisers.
Yeah,
So
Kaiser,
good.
great roll.
Typically, I'm a bagel guy, but it's nice to switch it up. It's
Yeah.
refreshing.
Yeah, exactly.
You go down to
Good.
Blitz's Market at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Mention the locker room. You get 12 ounces of liquid sunshine, freshly squeezed orange juice in a bottle. Get $1 off. You mention the locker room.
Easiest thing you'll ever do. You can't beat it.
No, and by the way, guys, guess what? This coming Thursday, Tommy Greene's going to be there signing autographs at 10 o'clock in the
Oh.
morning.
Oh, wow.
I'll be down there with Tommy Greene, 10 o'clock to 11:30 at Blitz's Markets, 21st at Asbury. He'll be signing autographs.
Can't
Tommy
beat
Greene.
that. What do you call him? T the Green?
T to Green.
T the green.
Actually,
T the Green? Like
T
T
like,
the
'cause he
Green?
plays golf, right?
Oh, T the Green.
He can T to
Gotcha,
Green. He can
gotcha.
T to Green.
All right.
He a couple, I guess, par threes, drops it right on the green.
there we go.
T to Green.
That's all you need.
I'll tell you what. I've golfed with Craig Berube. By the way, I hung out with Craig Berube on Wednesday night down in Avalon
Chief.
with Lieutenant Eric Wolf of the Avalon Beach Patrol.
It's always a
Yeah,
problem
a
when you
Beach
guys
Patrol
get together.
favorite.
We were in Avalon having a couple drinks, and we had some dinner down there. And I've seen Chief golf, and I've seen Tommy Greene golf. Those guys take their golf serious. Tommy
All right.
Greene, man, he's got his calculator. He's got the
Calculator.
the rangefinder. whatever, the
Yeah.
thing he looks in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
he-
like a calculator.
It looks like it calculates how far you are,
Yeah.
distance, and everything.
Do you golf?
Yeah, but I'm a hacker. I stink. But I can't. It's difficult for me right now because I need my knee operation. I need knee replacement surgery.
I think I'm
So-
going to in a few, not a few years, probably the next decade or
Yeah.
so. But
But
it's not fun.
T to Green will be signing autographs. You know, he pitched the no hitter. I think in May of 91. I
Yeah,
think it is.
91.
May
Yep.
of 91. Tommy Greene,
Mm-hmm.
Thursday,
Can't beat that.
10 a.m. at Blitz's Market in Ocean City.
Get a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah,
Get your
come
10,
on
12
down.
ounces
Tell
of
'em at
liquid
the
sunshine. $1 off.
Yeah.
It's such a steal.
And Tommy Green's such a great guy. I mean, he and his wife
Mm-hmm.
Wendy will be there, and Tommy will be signing autographs. Come meet Tommy Greene. He's a great guy. And the Philadelphia Phillies played last night. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. They're 1-5 in their last 6 games. something like
It
that.
hasn't been great recently, but I'm not losing hope. The sky isn't falling for me like a lot of Phillies fans. Phillies Twitter was insufferable last night, saying, "Oh, we got to make every big move at the deadline. The Braves are going to catch up to us by August." Listen, a lot of the times break can be good for guys who need it, but also guys that are creatures of habit and in a rhythm. It can be a bad thing, and you saw that with Aaron Nola in the first game. You saw that last night. Christopher Sanchez looked good, but the bullpen did not, and the bats clearly have not woken up since. Really, the first they did good to start the second half. The first 6 innings or so, they're playing some good baseball, but even then, leaving runners in scoring position, I believe we're 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position in the first game, and then they didn't score a run until the 9th inning of last night, since the 6th inning of the first game.
And
so
the Pirates are hot. They won 9 out of their last 10 games.
They're scrappy, and the bats are cold right now for the Phils. So you hope they wake up a little bit today for the 1:35 first pitch. I believe it's going to be Tyler Phillips on the mound, and the sky's not falling. 7.5 games still on the Braves. Dave Dombrowski's going to make some sort of splash at the deadline, whether it's the big splash, the small splash. I think we can all agree, though, they need some sort of bullpen arm after what we saw last night.
Absolutely. And I think, there's there's been a big debate about which direction the Phillies are going to go at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Bat or pitching. I think it's no doubt about it. They need help in the bullpen because Strom last night, Kirk Green the other night, right? Alvarado night, right? I would say right now, I don't want to push the panic button. This is the first time that they've lost a series or a third consecutive 3-game series.
Yeah, 3 games in a row.
Since what? May 26th?
Yeah, no, it's obviously not great to see. I'm with Danny. I'm not fully, pushing the panic button. I'm not worried about the long-term future of this team for the rest of the season. But yeah, clearly the bullpen just has not been as hot as of late. And you could say it's the All-Star break, but even going into the All-Star break, guys like Alvarado has been shaky at best. So I don't know what's going on there. Obviously, I love Jose Alvarado. I'd love to see him pitching some great pitches, but it just hasn't been the case. So
blown his third save the other night. Right?
Yeah.
Third blown save.
Listen, it's going to be tough to trust him come postseason time if he doesn't figure this out soon.
Exactly.
And that's why I think, a guy like Tanner Scott and the Marlins wouldn't be too expensive. He's a great left-handed reliever that you could slide into that. I don't want to say replace Alvarado and slide completely into his role because I think he will, calm down a bit and figure it out and get into a rhythm. But we've seen this before with him. He had to get sent down to AAA in the 2022 season. He just wasn't looking good. And sometimes his command will waver and you get this type of Alvarado. So I think they do need to get a bullpen arm. And I'm not going to say they need to get the big bat because it's going to cost a lot. And honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a bit of a prospect hugger over here.
Right.
I want the future of the organization to look bright, but at the same time, you need to get some sort of platoon bat to go with Brandon Marsh. You have a guy like Brandon Marsh who's hitting 150 against lefties. Bryson Stott's not playing against lefties. He's been cold so far this year and really hasn't looked great. I saw something yesterday batting 200 in the month of July. So you can't have Stott, Marsh, Castellanos all going cold. Yohan Rojas is what he is, going to bat around 230 for you. Who knows what, come playoff time. You need some sort of bet.
All right, we'll get to go. We'll talk a lot more Phillies baseball and get a chance to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City at the bottom of the hour. We'll get a little Eagles football in. By the way, last night was night in Venice in Ocean City. And I had Elijah Grace is here with me somewhere here in the studio.
Yeah, she's somewhere talking to her friends.
Talking to her friends on her phone. But we were at night in Venice last night. And we were at the dock. We were at a dock. We were at a party. And Brandon Graham was one of the Grand Marshals.
I saw him on the boat.
Yeah, and he was on a boat. And did you see where we were at 17th Street. And by the time they got we were in the parade last year. And you got to wave the whole way. That's a lot of waving, a lot of smiling. But by the time he got to where we were, his enthusiasm was still going strong.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
such an energetic guy.
Yeah, man. By 17th, because you start at First Street and you go in and out of every lagoon. And for him to be given, he had all this enthusiasm and he was smiling and high-five, just going nuts. That's a lot of energy, man.
That's what he brings in the locker room.
Hey,
that's what he brings in the field.
I know what it's like because Bobby and we did it last year. We were in my brother's boat. We had a locker room ESPN boat decorated and we were going in and out. Now, I know it was cut short because of the thunderstorms and the rain last season, but my cheeks were hurting from all the smiling.
It's still a lot of folksy waving, smiling. Brandon Graham, like Danny said exactly. That's why he's been one of the leaders of this locker room for the past decade. And
let's be honest, that's why he's been here this entire time.
Yeah.
He's the guy who just always brings the party. You see him trash talking, going into the huddles. He's a guy you love to have on your team every single year. I mean, this is probably going to be his last year, he said.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's a guy who's I
It's
think is
his
going to
farewell tour.
Yeah, and he's going to stay around the organization and be one of those vocal leaders.
Well, look
from
at Jason
off the
Kelsey.
field.
Jason
Exactly.
Kelsey, Lane Johnson said, has been, in the coaches' locker room and the locker room in general, around the facilities.
Yeah,
He
more
said-
than the players.
He said more than the players, more than Lane Johnson himself,
Is that right?
at least so far. Obviously, that's going
How
to change
about
once
that?
they report for training camp Tuesday. But
And of course, hour 2, we'll get a little Eagles talk in hour 2. Hey, Mr. Atlantic City, Justin Figueroa is going to be in his studio. He's going to stop by to promote next week's fight card at the Tropicana.
there we go.
And I'll tell you what, I saw his last fight at the Tropicana, and we're going to talk to him. It's going to be very impressive to have him in the studio. I want to talk to him about his fight, and I don't know if you guys saw Jake Paul's fight last night. I didn't see the
No,
fight.
he fought last night.
I didn't
He
catch
fought
any
Mike
of it,
Perry
but
last
I knew
night.
it was
Who won?
happening.
Well, because he was supposed to fight
Tyson.
Tyson last night.
Right.
Last night was
But
supposed
Tyson had to back out because he had
Yeah.
some issues.
But
Yeah, the
shocker, a
medical.
60-year-old, 50, mid 50-year-old man has medical issues.
Guess
You can't
what?
fight.
If that fight came off last night, would have been the most watched fight. in
Yeah, I
history.
probably would have tried to
Probably
tune
would've.
in.
Everybody, I would have watched that.
Well, that's why I didn't even know Jake
Right,
Paul
nobody
was
would have
fighting
showed up
last
at night in Venice. Everybody would have been watching that fight last night.
Yeah, it said he fought.
Or rushing home to see it anyway.
Yeah. He fought a different Mike and Mike Perry.
Right.
He's an MMA.
Knocked him out.
Mike Perry's an MMA guy. He's a bare knuckle boxer, so I think he was a little bit out of his element anyway. But he knocked him out in the 6th round. Like, clean.
Right.
So I mean,
We'll even talk to Figueroa about that one.
I'll tell you what, though, if Mike Tyson, let's talk about it. If they did fight and Mike Tyson
I don't
lost,
know, man.
first off, who do you think would have won?
I think Tyson wins this fight.
But if he
I
lost,
think-
would
but
you have held it
after-
against him?
But after seeing some of the highlights from that fight,
Yeah.
from Paul's fight, I'm a little bit more impressed by him.
He's definitely a better boxer than people give him credit
Yes.
for. A lot of people say, he fights, watched
I'll
up
ask
UFC
Justin what he
fighters.
thinks. Justin
Yeah.
Figueroa, I'm going to ask him what
the
he
mind
thinks.
of another
I mean,
boxer.
he's a boxer,
Yeah.
right?
I still think Tyson, I tend to think Tyson would have won, but at the same time, if a 58-year-old man
They're
gets
still-
in the
by
ring
way,
and
they're
loses,
still going to fight. It's postponed.
Yeah,
It's not canceled.
just didn't happen last night,
Right.
obviously.
I think it's going to walk off in November. I believe.
Yeah,
I believe
it'll
so.
be interesting.
Hopefully,
if they
Right.
can get to that point without another health issue from Mike Tyson.
He's only 50 years old.
58.
58.
yeah, but to still get in the ring
I-
and box.
He's only. Yeah, but have you seen Mike Tyson?
No,
He
he
doesn't
still looks
look
incredible.
58.
That's true.
Better than not bite his ear off. That's all I care about.
And then,
I'm
of
not trying to
course,
see that.
did anybody see the WNBA All-Star game last night?
No.
I caught some of the highlights.
I watched.
after,
I
but-
watched. I think I watched the half of the second quarter and most of the third quarter, and I got to tell you, I was impressed.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark, I saw her miss like 3-pointers.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't participate in a 3-point contest either, which
Well,
I was
I
a little
don't blame her.
disappointed about.
She's
But
like 12th in the league in 3 points.
yeah, but she's one of the only good players in her team. And also, too, she needs a break. I mean, she went straight from the national championship to getting drafted to then the WNBA season starting. It's been a whirlwind of a couple months for her, but it's a new age of WNBA
And I gotta
basketball.
tell
And
you-
she did also tie the record for assists by a rookie in the WNBA All-Star game. She had 10 assists last night.
But
Just
are
kind of
you- I don't even look at assists in the NBA.
Yeah,
The
but it's
NBA
still
assists
kinda-
aren't assists in basketball.
Oh, come
Isn't
on.
as impressive as assists in hockey?
well, no, it's not that.
I mean, when
impressive, but it's
she
still
broke
impressive
the
to be
record a
doing.
few nights ago.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to break records as a rookie. But
Not
I get what
impressive,
you're
not-
saying. Hockey.
And
is
by the way,
another
Kathy
level.
Engelbert, she's from Collingswood High School, right?
Mhm.
I graduated with her brother.
Very nice.
I know.
You're famous.
I had Kathy Engelbert on my show.
You got connections.
Come
my
on,
friend.
man. Nothing could be finer than being on the Schweiner show.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, listen, I don't really agree with your assist statement there. I know we got to hit a break here, but she not only set the single game assist record in an all-star game for the WNBA, but
for
set
a
her-
rookie.
But set her own record with 19 assists for the entire
Okay,
WNBA in a
okay.
single game 4 days ago.
19
So,
assists in a game is
The girl's
very
pretty good.
impressive,
Yeah,
but-
I mean system basketball.
no, come on. What do you mean, what do you mean
Come
assists
on,
in
Schweiner.
basketball? You got to be good at passing.
Well,
you gotta be able
because
to,
it's not hockey, it's not as impressive.
It's not as
oh, this guy's a true
All
puck guy, isn't he?
All right, let's get going, fellas. We got the locker room with Billy Schweim, the locker room youth movement. The first hour is powered by Surety Title. Surety Title provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Seattle. Try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano stuffed breads, pierogies for the pierogi kitchen, Stock's pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB, or visit CaptainChuckySeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to our owners, John and Kathy McCann. They're at 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle. To see all they have to offer, online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Seattle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll have more here in the locker with Billy Schwein. My locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, Intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, it's Mike Gill with another amazing opportunity for you at Key Acura of Atlantic City. All 2024 MDXs in stock must go this month, so Rocco has priced them to move. You can drive up the lot with a 2024 MDX all-wheel drive technology package for $49.95 down for just $4.99 a month for 36 months. That's right, $4.99 a month on a low-mileage lease for current Acura owners. There are only a few left, so get there now. Key Acura, Tilt Road at EHT, your small but friendly dealer. See dealer for details.
It's time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. There's no better time than right now at the Home Depot, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save up to 10% on select special order carpet styles you love from brands you trust. And installation is included on qualifying purchases. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid July 11th through July 28th, 2024. Receive up to 10% off select special order carpet purchases. Minimum purchase required. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card, good for use at the Ravioli House in Wildwood for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
Seizethedeal.com. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Tom's River Room studio in Northfield, Billy Schweim in my locker room youth, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Angel Leeds. What happened?
It's always fun when technical difficulties
I
happen.
was like waiting for the
And
music
you,
bed to
and
go
you
off
can't explain why they're happening.
because you were going to play some kind of crazy music.
Yeah, nothing's ever in order.
What happened? You would try it now or what?
Right,
You're-
somebody, I swear, a troll comes in here every night, probably like 3 a.m. before I get here, and messes with stuff because Josh never has an explanation. Nick never does anything, so I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens.
So we're messed up right now.
We'll figure it out.
So somebody just walked in here. My daughter just walked in here. Hello, Elijah Grace.
Hi, Dad.
How you doing? What's going on?
I just want to wish you a happy birthday.
You do?
Yeah.
Happy birthday?
Yeah.
Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Give me a kiss. Thank you, darling. So she came in here because she said she wanted to be with her dad for my birthday. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Thank you, AG.
She was here for Father's Day.
Yeah, that's right. You were here for Father's Day,
Remember
too.
the presents she gave and everything?
Yeah, man.
It's a pretty good daughter.
She left my present at home. She wanted to bring it in, but she left it at home. Her
That's
mommy
okay.
called. We were on our way in. Her mommy called and said, "Did you bring your daddy's present?" She was like, "I forgot it."
Oh, it's all good. Her presence is her presence.
Yes,
right?
her presence is her presence. Very good.
There you go.
All right, we have a trivia question today. We're going to be giving away a $25 gift certificate today to Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle.
All right, so the trivia question today, in honor of Joe Blanton being traded to the Phillies, the deadline of the 2008 season, obviously the season the Phillies last won a World Series. It was 16 years ago this past Wednesday, July 17th, 2008. And obviously, one of Joe Blanton's most famous moments is hitting a home run in Game 4 of the World Series, and something that hadn't been done for a while at that point. But the trivia question ties into that a little bit because I want to ask the listeners out there for a chance to win. What'd you say? $25.
$25 gift certificate at Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle.
Who was the last, with the universal DH now, obviously in the AL and the NL, who was the last Philadelphia Phillies pitcher to not only get a hit, the last hit by a Phillies pitcher, but it was also a home run? If you can name that pitcher, and we're going to trust the listeners out there. No looking it up, but I even tried looking it up. It's hard to find.
We want to get a question. It's hard to Google.
It's hard to find. The last Philadelphia Phillies pitcher to record a hit, your only hint is that it was also a home run. So he's not only the last Phillies pitcher to get a hit, but also the last Phillies pitcher to get a home run before the universal DH.
609-403-0973 is the text board. 609-403-0973. Now type that up on the YouTube channel and the X platform too, so people can read it. 609-403-0973. Who was the last pitcher to get a hit before the universal DH
for the Phillies?
For the Phillies, it happened to be a home run.
Yep.
Yeah.
609-403-0973.
I like that question a lot because obviously we're sitting here talking about the trade deadline and probably the last, maybe not the last, but the biggest trade deadline acquisition the Phillies have made that I can think of in recent memory is probably acquiring Blanton in that 2008 deadline. I mean, that really helped solidify this core to win a championship. Hopefully Dombrowski can do the exact same thing this year.
609-403-0973 is the text board. It wasn't Joe Blanton.
No, it was not Joe.
No, this is not the answer.
It was not.
609-403-0973. The only reason I said that because Mark Grimes just texted in and he said Joe Blanton with a question mark, and I said no,
not Joe Blanton. There was another slugging pitcher on that team. Brett Myers was not Brett Myers.
No, it wasn't Brett Myers.
Those are the only
it was on that team.
No, it was not.
No,
on
it wasn't. It wasn't
not on that team.
No, it wasn't on that team.
But I'm just saying it's not. There were two slugging pitchers on that team. Brett Myers and Blanton wasn't either of them.
609-403-0973 to win a $25 gift certificate to Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. 609-403-0973. Now, Romuto in the lineup last night, and you see that nice. He picked off. He had a nice throw down to second base, popped up like toast, looked like the knee was fine.
Yeah, just like best catcher in baseball doing best catcher in baseball things. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of, I'm sure, a slow grind getting back into the games. I'm not expecting him to come out here and light up the bats right away. But I mean, from a defensive standpoint, I mean, he looks just as good as ever.
Oh, he got a hit?
Yeah, he did get a hit too. So I mean, hopefully slowly the offense will keep coming. And I mean, defensively, I mean, he just looks just as spry. You would never even be able to tell that he was injured for so long based off how he was playing yesterday.
Schwarber went 0 for 4 yesterday or 2 days ago and 1 for 4. So he's 1 for 8 his last 2 games.
Yes,
All
it's
right?
not as hot.
Turner
Nick
went-
Earnshaw is probably a little upset.
Yeah. Turner. I mean, he's been on fire, actually. Trey Turner's been, in the month of July, he's been really hot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's batting 375. He's got 21 hits, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs, 15 runs scored in 14 games.
Yeah, 20 RBIs in 14 games.
Guy's
is
unbelievable.
ridiculous. I mean, he's playing on another level right now. He's a guy who you could talk about, even though he's missed so much. He's probably an MVP candidate. I doubt he wins the award. Again, he did miss a good chunk of the season. But, I mean, before he was injured and since coming back, I mean, he's been arguably one of the best players in all of baseball.
They sent down Marchand.
Yeah.
He
As expected.
Played 17 games for the Phillies, started 14. Played in 17 games, but he started 14. He was batting 294.
He was doing really good.
I thought he played really well.
Couple home
Listen,
runs.
on any other ball club that kind of has, a platoon at catcher, he's
3
staying
homers,
up, obviously.
3 home runs.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he hit much better than Stubbs in the time that JT Realmuto was out.
He's a switch hitter, which I really like.
Exactly.
That's attractive to me.
He'd be a good bench, a bat off the bench come postseason time. Or
He's only 25 years old, guys.
Problem is, Garrett Stubbs fits that backup catcher role perfectly. And a guy like Marchand, let's be honest, he should be getting at least platoon time on any other MLB team, if not starting time in a lineup. And he wouldn't be able to get that here. I mean, what does Stubbs play? Maybe once a week when JT's healthy? And so you can't give a youngster like Marchand, I mean, not the youngest prospect, 25, but you can't give him, who's finally getting into a groove, finally getting into a rhythm, one game a week, 4 at-bats a week, if that. You got to get him,
he needs to play full-time.
Yeah.
He needs reps. And that's
what
why
do you
they sent
guys
him
think
back
of
down to
Weston
AAA.
Wilson?
I mean,
Because I got to be honest with you, I'm done with Pache.
Pache's a wild.
I'm
unfortunately,
done
I
with him.
agree
I'm done
you.
with Pache.
Going into the season, I was really hopeful that Pache would be able to step in as that utility outfielder.
He's not
Get some
doing
hits,
it for
but
me.
he's just not hitting. Weston Wilson, I mean, yeah, obviously he's only played 2 or 3 games since being called back up. But
Yeah, when Witt was cut, he got
Pache's
called up.
over to Mendoza.
Yeah.
He's right at the Mendoza line. He hasn't really done anything.
no, I mean he's not.
He's like Nitwit. He's had his opportunities. He hasn't done anything.
And honestly, since Rojas has been called back up, he hasn't been any better of a hitter than Rojas. I mean, Rojas, he's still not the best hitter in the world, but he's actually been a lot better since getting called back up.
How about that inning-saving play Rojas made yesterday? I believe it was
Oh,
in the
yeah.
first inning.
Yeah.
Diving catch
I
in
didn't
center
get to
field.
see.
Did you see the
I
finger wag?
No, I
did
did
see
not.
the
So he
finger
dove,
wag.
caught it,
He did one of
laid
these?
on the ground, and then did the
Yeah.
finger wag, the Matumbo finger
I
wag.
like his enthusiasm.
He's starting to get a little
Yeah,
confidence.
cocky too, right?
A little cocky, yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
I mean-
what he said he was translator too. I mean, other teams know they're going to come in here and lose,
Yeah,
and
well,
every
you
ball
think-
that's hitting the outfield, I'm going to catch.
Well, I like that. That's
It's
confidence.
awesome.
I
No,
like
I
that.
think it's great. It's just let's get a few extra base hits and then talk like that.
Well, on the other side, we'll get to talk to Tommy Greene. We'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene and talk to him about the
course.
Philadelphia Phillies. Look, I know on social media people are already starting to hit the panic button a little bit. I mean, it's July 21st. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, I always am the first guy to panic, and I'm not even panicking, Andrew.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tom Green's.
I'm
probably
really
gonna
not.
come in here-
He's going to think I'm going to be
Yeah,
panicking.
he's gonna expect you to have to walk you off the edge today, but you're actually
But
you're
I'm
holding
not.
up pretty strong.
I'm not.
It just goes to show how special this team feels this year, where even though they're going through a rough patch, it feels like they're inevitably going to come back to being the hottest team in baseball.
Right.
We just got to get through this little rough patch.
All right. 609-403-0973 is the text board. The question is, which the last Phillies pitcher to get a hit before the universal DH?
We do have a few guesses, but first, Anthony in AC says, "Happy birthday, Billy. Let
Thank
me know
you.
if you're old enough now so I can buy you a drink." And then his guess is Cliff Lee. Cliff Lee is unfortunately not the correct answer, and you only get one submission for a chance
Incorrect.
to win the $25 Captain Chucky's gift card. Next guess, anonymous texter says Kyle Kendrick. Kyle Kendrick is not correct.
Incorrect.
Another texter texted in a Google voice message. Please do not send voice messages as we cannot listen to them on the air. One texter says Randy Wolf. Randy Wolf last played for the Phillies before Joe Blanton was even a Philly, so that wouldn't work out.
Incorrect.
That would not work out, unfortunately. Another Randy Wolf guess. No, it is not Randy Wolf. And we have one guess here that might be correct. We're going to talk about it on the other side.
All right. Okay. Do we have a phone call? Or did that drop
We
off?
did.
Did it
I
drop
had
off?
to drop it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't have that while we're on the air. We'll
Okay.
call him back.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. You got to get down to La Scala's. It's the place to be in Brigantine. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. You got to get down there. They have you walk off the beach. They have that beach area, palm trees, have a nice adult beverage, get a light lunch, get back to the ocean. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. The Sports Bash is celebrating 15 years on 97.3 ESPN, and we want to celebrate it with you. Come out and party on Happy Hour Friday, July 26th from 2 to 6 p.m. at Giuliano's Pub and Grill, 2264 Ocean Heights Avenue in EHT. Happy Hour Friday Sports Bash specials feature $3.50 Bud Light draft and $4 neutral vodka seltzers during the show. Come out, enjoy a cold one, and enter to win tickets to see Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins at Citizens Bank Park, celebrating 15 years of the Sports Bash with me, Mike Gill, on 97.3 ESPN. And don't forget, we'll be out on Select Fridays all summer long to celebrate 15 years of the Sports Bash. So come on out, say hello, tell us when you started listening to the show, come out and have a cold one, and don't forget, enter to win those great Green Day Smashing Pumpkin tickets. Our first Happy Hour Friday event will be at Giuliano's next Friday, July 26th.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
You're listening to Locker Room with Billy 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweiman, my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. A beautiful Sunday down here at the Jersey Shore. And every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the Locker Room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenues. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good friend, former Phillies pitcher, Tommy Greene. Good morning, T.D. Greene.
Good morning, Billy and everybody. Good to hear y'all guys again.
Hey, T.D. Greene, man, you should see social media, man. People, the Phillies, first 3-game losing streak, and people are like pushing the panic button. And yours truly, who you know me, I get all upset right away, and I'm not even freaking out yet.
Well, that's a shock right there. How you doing it? Yeah,
I don't know because I listen to you.
Hey, there's a calm behind the storm somewhere, you know. So.
You're rubbing off on me, Tommy.
You got to be that way, man. You got to keep everything even keel. You don't want to be. It's like a boat. You don't want to be on the ocean and have the big waves and stuff. You want the little rolling stuff, so you can you have your ups and downs. And
Tommy,
you don't like it bad.
Tommy. I hung out with Craig Berube, Ricky Tockett, a bunch of professional athletes. I've had the honor and the pleasure of and I've been lucky to hang around these guys. And they said the same thing as you did. And I said, you know what? No, I'm not going to be that guy. I want to be emotional. I want to be on that roller coaster. That's what sports does for me. You guys that play the game, you can do that. I'm the fan. I want to live the highlight. I want to roll up and down. You guys have to stay that even keel because you guys are playing the game. I'm not playing the game. I'm watching the game.
Well, that's how we got to where we were at.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like to be on a little bit of a, but I'm not on, but I'm still, even though they went to Pittsburgh, I got to see the bridge in the background. That's a great ballpark. And I want to see the Phillies win, but I know, look, Alvarado he blew his third save, and Kirkering didn't look good the other day in his appearance, and Strom gave up a couple runs. I get it, but I'm not hitting the panic button yet. I'm not hitting it yet.
No, I mean, you can't panic. Hey, what are we up, 7.5 games?
Yeah. No, I know.
You know, I mean, we lost 3 in a row. We could win 4, 5, 6 in a row right now. What's that going to do? You know, that makes the other team have to stay on our pace, and if they're not, we're gaining ground again. You know, so I mean, that's the way the game goes. You got to stay on the even keel, start playing good ball. You know, I mean, they happen to face pretty good pitching. You know, so you know that one night yesterday they did. The guy was throwing the ball real good. You know, the other night, you know, we had the chance. I mean, you get as many hits as we had. You know, but we left a lot. Even though we scored the runs we did, we left a lot on base too. So, you know, it could have been better, but we should have won that ball game. So I mean, that's the way that we should be 1-1 in the series. We're in less than 0-2 in the series.
So Tommy, when you were in the dugout with a cast of characters, a bunch of strong leaders like this team has Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto. They have some great leadership. Wheeler, Nola. You know, the list goes on and on. You had that. Yeah. What? Just their confidence walking around in the locker room. They don't panic. They're not hitting the panic button.
Well, they got to where they're at by having some success, you know, and they know what they need to do it. Does it mean that you're going to do go out. If not, you become a robot, and we're not robots. We're human. So the mistakes we made, we get in a groove with. You got to credit the other team. Sometimes they're taking advantage, having good at bats, and working against somebody like Nola or somebody. They're working and making them, maybe get the ball up in the zone a little bit, and putting the ball in play to score a run without getting a hit, a sacrifice fly, and stuff like that. That's what they did. And I mean, sometimes you got to tip a hat to the other team when they play good ball.
I'm looking at their offensive numbers. I mean, this team pretty much lives and dies by the long ball. I mean, you look up and down our lineup. Castellanos now has got 13 homers. Alec Bohm with 11. Schwarber's got 19. Bryce Harper's got 22. Turner's on fire. I mean, his month of July, I don't know if anybody's any hotter.
Stop talking about him. Just stop talking.
But Romuto is the guy. He comes back from knee surgery, makes a nice throw down at second base, pops up like he's like. I think now that I'm not worried about the little losing streak. I think now everybody's back healthy, and now they're poised for that final the dog days of summer, if you will.
Yes, exactly right. I mean, JT's night last night I thought was a great night. Get him back and get his feet wet, and actually he had some good ABs. Why did he make the last out of the game? And that was a bullet up the middle. The guy just had to be playing right there. So keep him swinging the bat the way he is. So I mean, that's a good night for him to come back like he is and have the success he did last night. Yeah, did we win the ball game? No. But today's a new day, and we have to approach it that way.
Tommy, I want to ask you about the Phillies starting pitching and really Ranger Suarez. I know he's been talked about a lot over the past week or so, but you're obviously a former major league pitcher, a good one at that. I mean, is dead arm a true thing at this point in the season? Could this be happening to Ranger Suarez, or do you truthfully think it's more of a back problem as to why he's been struggling as of late?
Well, I mean, I can't vouch for it. I mean, what kind of issue you had physically. That's what all of us don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what these guys go through. I mean, nobody knew what I was going through, when I pitched until we went on the IL, or the DL, or something like that, or we had that type of issue. Because only I can vouch for what I went through. And there's some times you go through where you just don't feel good. You're not as, and your arm's not as lively. I know mine was. Like I went through that part, especially after I pitched a lot and deep in games. Like we talked about last time we were on. I think I was, I threw 5 complete games in a row, and it's not that I excessively threw a lot of pitches in those games. It's just the fact that you're up and down and doing it physically. You're doing the stuff in the dog days of summer, when it's hot like that. I guess it just beats on you. But that's why we train and try to do that, to try to go 9. That's what we want to do. And it's just in the cards. Sometimes I know coming out of spring training, people go through the dead arm in spring training a little bit, and before the velocity starts coming. I mean, does that mean you're going to be strong the next 6 months? No, you're going to have your ups and downs, and it's not how good you are when you're at your best. It's how good you are when you're not at your best. Can you survive? Can you keep your team in games and give us a chance to win? You don't have to, pitch and not give up 0 or 1 runs like Ranger was the whole time. Hey, sometimes you'll give up 3-4 runs, or so, just keeping us right there to give a chance for our potent offense to maybe outscore them, and that's part of the game.
Yeah, good morning, Tommy. So obviously there's a lot of talk about the trade deadline coming up. It comes up in 9 days on July 30th. And I was just curious, what's your perspective? I mean, all of us, I think, here in the locker room agree that we think that the bullpen is going to be a main target of Dave Dombrowski, but they also could use an outfield bat or two. So I was curious, what do you expect the Phillies to do, and what do you think they should do come trade deadline?
Well, we've talked about it before. It's the same thing over and over again. You never have enough pitching. If you come across with something that you can make happen, that it's not going to deplete, your big guys you're looking in the minor league system that you want to keep, there's a possibility they might do it, So that's the thing to me is I think pitching is the big. You never have enough. You have that arm, or arms. You never know what might happen that comes in the bullpen. But also, you never know. We got to have our guys healthy. It's going to be anxious to see, I want to know how the backs are doing. When Wheeler and Ranger come off. It sounds positive what you hear, but until they get out there and start pitching again, I'm looking forward to that. But as far as the outfield situation, it depends on what's out there in the market. You don't want to deplete. We're in a position right now while we're better, like we are. We've had some people step up and do some things and come up and do some things in our organization that we've started to restock, the minor league system. And we got guys in the system that people want. And that's a good thing. But we also want to be like we were back in, from 2005 to, 2000 or before then a little bit, 2004 to 2009 or 11, something in that range where that's why we were good as we were. We had that system that the guys come through and they kept us good for that 5-6 years in a row. And that's what they're looking to do, is trying to have that type of longevity, around less than a one and done or type thing as far as the minor league system is concerned. So they're trying to build it, and I think they're doing a pretty good job at it right now.
Tommy, quick question for you regarding the bullpen since we're on the topic. Jose Alvarado has not looked the same as of late, really just lacking command and hasn't been able to command his fastball the way you'd like, along with, his off-speed pitches to complement that fastball. ERA is up to a 4.35. He blew his third save on Friday. Has your confidence wavered at all with him when it comes to high leverage situations, specifically as we head down this home stretch?
Well, I mean, he's working himself a little bit out of that role, a little bit. But, I mean, they're going to use him, in some situations like that, because you got to pitch him to get his confidence back.
Right.
So now who do you put there? Who's hot right now? Well, Hoffman's pretty much proven he's been pretty steady Eddie the whole time, Hoffman has. So, I mean, to me, he's the guy I know I would kind of lean on a little bit right now until you can maybe reverse that role a little bit, and get Alvarado some confidence, and realize that too high pressure of a situation until he gets it's kind of don't take it like an outing, till you feel like, oh man, just there it is, and then you feel good again. So it's it's one of those type of things. You don't give up on a guy because he scuffled for like the 3 or 4 outings, So I mean, but as a closer, you got to have a short memory, and that's the thing. Or a relief pitcher. That's one thing you're taught. Hey, you might have gave it up tonight, but tomorrow night you might be right back in there. We need you sharp. So you're preparing yourself to pitch the next day. So and that's how the game is a little bit. That's the life of a reliever. So
all right, Tommy. Today we got Tyler Phillips on the bump. What do you see, Tyler Phillips, a Bishop Eustace product, South Jersey product, 4.50 ERA. What do you see in him?
Well, you just need to see him do what he did, last time, since he's been up. Give us a chance to win the ball game, and that's what he's done. Like last time he was out, I was hoping the Topper would took him out after 6. It would have ended perfectly, and then he got a couple runs tacked on there in the 7th. I mean that's just baseball. He's trying to get that one extra inning out of him, and it kind of snowballed on him a little bit, and that's how it goes a little bit. But he pitched well, and if he does that again, gives that same type of effort, I mean, we got a chance to win the ball game. We just got to start hitting it. I mean, a little bit.
All right, the Phillies look to avoid a sweep today in Pittsburgh. First pitch is at 1:35. Of course, Tommy, you and I will be down at Blitz's Market this Thursday, the 25th of July at 10 o'clock in the morning. You'll be signing autographs at Blitz's Market. I know people, they're all excited, Tommy. People are going to come down and meet you. You'll be signing. Get your hand ready. You're going to be signing autographs down there at Blitz's Market at 10 o'clock. Everybody's looking forward to meeting you, Tommy Greene, and I'm looking forward to having a fun time there with you. Looking forward to that.
You got it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you, brother.
All right, there you are, Tommy Greene. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you Thursday at Blitz's Market in Ocean City.
All right, you got it, Billy.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. On the Mound with Tommy Greene is sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and their vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Of course, Teresa and Kathy are down there. Max. They've got a great staff down there. And, of course, that orange juice really gets your day started off great. All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweiman, my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The Sports Bash with Mike Gill has the best Phillies coverage in South Jersey.
Swing and a drive. Right field. Way back. And gone. Into the second deck. A monster homer for Bryce Harper.
Every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. with Bob Winkle from RedOctoberPhilly.com. And Tuesdays at 3 p.m., 97.3 ESPN.com Phillies insider Frank Close answers your Phillies mailbag questions.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. Blue collar mentality, tough, fighting every single day. I get chills. I get so fired up. I signed here for a reason.
It's the best Phillies talk and coverage in South Jersey, and it's only on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
To do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about.
On 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options, from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, attic, and your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
As part of summer's greatest hits, it's the first ever Macy's All-Star Week. Join us for an incredible lineup of live events in-store every day, like fashion shows, beauty demos, and more fun for the family. Now through Tuesday, July 23rd. Plus, shop our best summer deals, like 50% off swim, sandals, and more. And you don't want to miss that. Go to Macys.com/events to see what's at your local store. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Trevor Noah is bringing his new off-the-record tour to Atlantic City.
I wonder if that's how the dinosaurs went out, you know? There's an asteroid coming down to Earth! How the dinosaurs were like, asteroids are not real! It's a hoax!
Don't miss Trevor Noah live on stage.
The dinosaurs were running around in panic. Ah, the dust is everywhere! Wear a mask! The T-Rex was like, I can't!
Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort, Friday, August 23rd. Get tickets now at theoceanac.com.
You're listening to with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group right here. Northfield, Billy Schweim, Danny Ryan, Intern Andrew Leeds. On the other side, we get the trivia question. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Danny, we do have some texts, right?
Yeah, we do. So we actually, Billy, I don't know if you want me to say it now.
We do have a winner?
We might have a winner. Natalie texted in. Natalie, if you're hearing this, text in where you're from so we can get the correct Natalie. But Kyle Gibson is the correct answer.
Kyle Gibson?
Kyle Gibson, homer.
I would never have gotten that.
Last Phillies hit last Phillies pitcher hit and last Phillies pitcher home
What
run
year
on
was that?
September 24th, 2021. It was the first of his career.
Kyle Gibson.
That's crazy. Last Phillies pitcher to get a hit before
Never
the
have gotten
DH.
that. All right. Who won that?
Natalie. Natalie, text him where you're
Where
from.
you're from, and yeah, I
We'll
got
hook you up with the gift card through your
yeah,
number.
man. Well, John McCann will call her. All right, we'll be back with more after this. 97.3 ESPN.
97.3 ESPN is teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants.
Good for use at the Ravioli House in Wildwood for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at SeizeTheDeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to SeizeTheDeal.com.
Hi, I'm Steven Rock. People are all commenting on how healthy my dogs are. One of the reasons is how my dogs eat.
Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend is premium freeze-dried raw dog food designed to support your dog's health, happiness, and lifespan. Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of cod Krispies. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or text DEAL to 511-511.
Your order is back with a 90-day guarantee.
All dogs are unique. Your dog results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
When you want experience, go for the best. Pick up the phone and call Dennisville Fence. Fences and decks and outdoor showers made of vinyl, aluminum, and wood. They've been serving you since 1952. You're gonna be the envy of your neighborhood.
Are you building a new home or renovating an existing one? As your exclusive South Jersey Active Yards dealer, we make it easy for contractors and homeowners alike to purchase high-quality fencing, railing, and shower enclosure kits. We have glass railing, cable railing, metal railing, and a mile of vinyl T-railing in stock. With materials delivered right to your home or job site, we make it easy to get the products you need when you need them.
So start planning your project today. Visit DennisvilleFence.com or our newest location at 229 Shore Road in Summers Point. Again, that's 229 Shore Road in Summers Point.
Pick up the phone and call Dennisville Fence. 1-800-499-FENCE.
Visit DennisvilleFence.com.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
You have the choice. Whether it's going out to dinner or ordering takeout at a local restaurant or buying that new outfit from a local boutique, those choices help to put money back into your community. Town Square Media South Jersey proudly puts a spotlight on local businesses.
Broadlee's, your trusted source for heating and plumbing service and installation for generations. Call 609-390-3907 or visit broadlees.net. Manhattan Bagel. Looking for a quick snack or a full meal? Easy to use menu, customize how you'd like, place your order and sit back. ManhattanBagel.com has you covered. Start fresh, fast, order online for pickup and delivery. And Kindle Auto Plaza, the area's best selection of Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Wagoneer. Off exit 10 on the Parkway on Stone Harbor Boulevard. Call 609-465-5000 or KindleAutoplaza.com.
Thank you for supporting your local businesses from Town Square Media South Jersey.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They got him again!
Sixers.
Bang! It's good! Ball game!
And Flyers.
Tipped in front of the net!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Set! Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back. Broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein in my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds on a beautiful Sunday, July 21st, down here at the Jersey Shore. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Billy. Good morning, Billy. July 21st, also a birthday of yours truly.
Yeah, I'm starting to get my phone is starting to light up, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these
People starting to wake up. It's a Sunday
People
morning.
starting to-
Like,
yeah.
oh, go on Facebook, see, oh, it's the Schweiner's birthday.
And I'm also getting a lot of text messages, too.
There you go.
I felt bad. I walked in here.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you for like 15 minutes. Then I get to go to the
Well,
bathroom. Facebook notifies me it's Bill Schwein's
I wasn't
birthday.
going to say anything to you, but I got a text message. I didn't realize. I said, I just got this message. Who's this from? I couldn't figure out who it was from.
Yeah, and I was like, what's the-
Andrew,
you
so
need
what is
help?
it? He goes, somebody just said happy birthday. And he goes, it's your birthday today? All right, let's talk a little Eagles football. Oh, by the way, congratulations to, was it Natalie?
Yes,
Who just won
Natalie
the
from
25
Media PA won a
Media.
$25
Okay, she got that girl. Nice.
Captain
Nice.
Chucky's gift card for Kyle Gibson, or answer of Kyle Gibson.
Nice. $25 gift card to Natalie. We will, John McCann from Captain Chucky's in Seattle will be reaching out to you after the show. Congratulations. And now we have a question that we're going to ask to the text board, 609-403-0973. The question is, who has more to prove?
Which of these quarterbacks has more to prove? Which one?
Where did I write the question?
On your newspaper. Top of the
There
newspaper.
it is. It is.
Of course, you always got that ready to go with you.
We need to get you a laptop.
Where did I put it?
You got a second
You and all your
newspaper sitting
papers.
over here.
It's the 21st century, Grandpa. Come on.
I think I remember.
Here it is.
No, I'm
Here it
messing
is.
with
Here
you.
it is.
You
Here
know
it
I'm
is.
messing with you.
All right. Who has more? What veteran quarterback has more to prove? Hurts, Prescott, Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, or Daniel Jones?
And in the sense that, or didn't we say Russell Wilson instead of Daniel Jones?
All right. Well, you want to go with Russell
Let's go Russell Wilson.
Let's go Russell
Because Daniel Jones, I mean, he's got a lot to prove, but he
What-
also hasn't proven anything,
What
really.
quarterback has more to prove this year?
Yeah, and also, too, as far as Aaron Rodgers goes, obviously he's a Hall of Famer. Obviously,
This is a question for our listeners.
yeah, he's a multiple-time MVP, but in the sense that, you know, he got hurt after 4 snaps last year,
Right.
and who knows what he's like at this age with the Jets, so
And
who has
again,
more to prove?
And he still only won the one Super Bowl. It's kind of crazy to think
Right.
about. I mean, he is such a talented quarterback.
By the way, he's
surefire
under a
Hall
lot of scrutiny
Famer.
because he didn't show up to
That too.
right.
I mean, in general, he's been like kind of a head case in the last couple of years in
Right.
all the news articles. So I think yeah, he's got a lot of proof in the sense where, like, hey, I can go out there and still win football games. I'm not just a locker room like head case. I can go out there and play some dominant football. So I think that's definitely a good answer. I mean, we also got obviously Prescott.
Lots around. Robert Kennedy want him to be his vice presidential candidate.
Yeah, he's got to go out there and win some football games.
All right, so names again: Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
All right,
Who
which of
has
those
more
five?
to prove? Who has more to prove? 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. Who has more to prove? Hurts, Prescott, Rodgers, Deshaun Watson,
or Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
What do you say, Leedsy?
It's tough. It is tough because I think a lot of these guys do have a decent amount to prove. But you know what? I'm going to say Dak Prescott. I mean, he's the only one of these guys. Well, aside from Deshaun Watson as well, I guess, now that I think about it. But
you know what I'm going to say?
He's not made a conference championship game
I'm surprised
yet.
at you, Leedsy.
Why?
I don't care about anybody else. I think Jalen Hurts has more to prove.
I mean, Jalen Hurts.
I don't care about the Cowboys. I don't care about Aaron Rodgers. I don't care about anybody of those guys.
I get what you're saying with that.
I care about the Eagles. And to me, the way the Eagles finished their season last year, Jalen Hurts has more to prove.
I can see why you would argue that, but I mean, for me, I still see Hurts. I mean, he's made it to a Super Bowl. He's had that attention. Dak Prescott, I mean, he's had a lot of great stats, a lot of great numbers every year. I get you don't care about it, but for these guys, for the longer landscape of how everybody else, not just us Eagles fans see it. I was just an Eagles fan.
I mean, right.
But yeah, I care the most about how Hurts does. I want to see him improve.
Danny, I got my Eagles green on today. If you're looking on the X platform, you're watching us. I got my
We're on
Eagles,
YouTube.
my Kelly Green Eagles 97.3 locker room shirt on.
Why did I
today.
know your answer was going to be Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Why did I know?
Did you guys see that coming?
I saw it from a mile
Yeah.
away.
Because of course, the Schweiner's
why
going
I
to care
asked,
the most about the Hurts.
I don't give one, two, you know what's about any one of those guys that I said, I care about Jalen Hurts. This is a big year for him.
It is, but also too.
To
I mean,
sign his huge
listen,
contract.
I get it. But through 11 weeks last year,
Surprising you, Eric Leedsy.
Hey, I'm not saying from
You're getting a pay cut.
Hey now. Let's not talk about money. I'm just saying. I'm not saying about who I want to see improve. I don't want to see Dak Prescott prove the wrong. I just
that's
think
not the question. Is who has
the most to prove?
And I think it's Dak Prescott. I mean, Hurts again. He had a great start to last year. He obviously was an MVP candidate for most of the year. I mean, not most of the year, maybe. He's made a Super Bowl. Dak Prescott's never made it out of the second round, Billy.
Know, but
Dak Prescott got torn apart by essentially a rookie quarterback his first year starting, and Jordan Love made him look like a puppet. I mean, they made him look awful. The Packers steamrolled the Cowboys.
But look at the contract Jalen Hurts is signed.
I get it.
Jalen Hurts was in the Super Bowl the year before.
Yeah, 100%. Also, but look at it from this angle. I mean, you're looking at glass half empty. You got to look at it glass half full. Jalen Hurts through 11 weeks last year was still the #1 MVP favorite. Through all of the terrible coaching and them just skating by, or not skating by, but getting by the skin of their teeth, he was still the MVP favorite through 11 weeks. And obviously, you're going to have the sour taste in your mouth from the collapse.
Right.
But with the bad coaching that was clearly evident on the offensive side, he was still shining through. His talent was still showing.
Who has the most to prove? Aaron Rodgers really.
Dak Prescott.
No,
I think it's Dak Prescott.
What has Dak Prescott proven in his 10 years in the league? No, it's 8 years.
609-403-0973. Who has the most to prove?
Jalen Hurts has already made a Super Bowl in his first 3 years as the starter. Dak Prescott, like Andrew said, hasn't even made it out of what? You said this, the first
second
round or
the
the
divisional
second round?
He's made it to the divisional round, but
Aaron
never.
Rodgers has already been there, done that.
Russell
he's
Wilson.
Russell Wilson, same thing. I don't think those guys, they've already proved it. They don't
in a
have the most
sense,
to prove.
they have more to prove at an older age. They can still do the things that they used to do on different teams as well. Deshaun Watson was a close second for me, but right behind Dak Prescott. And trust me, Hurts has to prove that he won't collapse like that again.
Give him in 1, 2,
the totem
3,
pole?
The
All right.
totem pole.
Number 1, I'm going to go Dak Prescott.
Okay.
The guy's a certified loser, can't win at all in the NFL playoffs. He's a regular season quarterback, and even then, you can see the writing on the wall by the time the playoffs come. Number 2,
I disagree with that guy.
Why do you disagree with that? for the sole purpose of disagreeing?
No, I disagree. I think Jalen Hurts has the most to prove.
He's already made a Super Bowl. What has Dak Prescott done?
Nothing.
Exactly. So why would he not? Why would he not have more to prove?
Isn't he? They didn't even give him any. Isn't he under?
No, he doesn't have his
he
contract.
Needs a contract after this.
He needs a contract.
Which is why he has the most to prove that he's worth getting paid.
Micah Parsons needs a contract.
He has nothing to prove. He stinks.
You know, it's something to prove. Jerry Jones, he can run a franchise, which isn't clear. All right.
What's your second on the total?
Number 2, Deshaun Watson. Since that whole scandal went down, he took all that time off from football with the court cases. He has not looked the same. I mean, he used to be an electric quarterback, top 5 quarterback in the league easily, and he has not looked even close to that. Not even top 10. So Deshaun Watson, I think, on the Browns has the second most to prove. Third, I'll go Jalen Hurts.
I agree with that.
Jalen Hurts has proven he can get you to
You
the
young guys
pinnacle.
know nothing.
He's proven he can get you to that big game. He just didn't prove that he could seal the
You
deal.
better watch
But I'll
out.
tell you what.
I got a boxer sitting right next to you. I'm gonna put. He's gonna drop the
What,
glove.
you
and
got
hit
a-
a real knuckle.
Oh, you got an arms for hire right here?
You know what Jalen Hurts proved aside from one mistake, the
What?
fumble in the Super Bowl? He proved that he can outplay Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
He proved that if his defense would have just shown up in the second half, the Eagles would have been 2022 or whatever Super Bowl that was, Super Bowl champions.
Okay.
So I think he's third. Fourth, I'll go Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
I'll go Aaron Rodgers just because he's proven a lot in the past. Needs another Super Bowl.
And then
Russell Wilson fifth because whatever he is at this point is a plus, and I don't think that Steelers team is really that great. So
Yeah. For me, I have the same exact list, except for I
Is
would
that right?
I would swap Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers just because I think Aaron Rodgers is already a lock for a Hall of Fame. I think Russell Wilson, people still would argue against the fact that he's a Hall of Famer.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's never received a single MVP vote. He has one Super Bowl when he was a sophomore with a stacked team. I mean, I think his legacy is more under fire than Aaron Rodgers at this point. But again, I agree. It's Dak 1, Watson 2,
Yeah, and
Hurts 3, and then 4 and 5. It's semantics,
right. Yeah, you could swap either one. For me, it's more so that Rodgers can prove he can, not be a detriment to the locker room and also stay on the field for more than 4 snaps. I mean, for 4 weeks at that matter. I need to see him healthy to see, if the Jets can be a good team. So that's my list.
I'm curious to see what the text board says.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Which quarterback has the most approved? Which veteran quarterback has the most approved? The youth movement, they agree with each other.
Dan in the HT chimes in, says Prescott destroys the NFC East. He's 30-3 against NFC East teams. Okay, that's all fine and well. What does he do in the playoffs? Nobody cares about the 18 weeks during the regular season if you can't show up in the playoffs.
We love Danny, but
We love Dan
come
from
on,
EHT,
man.
but
Come on, man.
Shaner in EHT chimes in and says Jones is no longer in the running for this debate, but he says Jones is a non-factor. This is the year for Hurts or bye-bye, pending team injuries. The rest we know who they and what they are, how
There
he
you
set
go,
them up for
Billy.
success, and Winslow, Kellen Moore has a great system for him, all on Hurts. Party on Wayne, Shaner and EHT. Yeah, that would be Kellen Moore, not Winslow.
I'm telling you, I think this is a critical year for Jalen Hurts, man.
I mean, I do think there is
You
pressure.
know how hard it is if the pressure in Philadelphia if he doesn't get it done this
Well,
year.
and Howie Roseman's proven that he's not, he's willing to get rid of contracts like that and eat money for a year or two. He did it with Carson Wentz, and he'll do it with Jalen Hurts. I don't think that he'll do it after this year because, quite frankly, I don't think Hurts can get to that point where you consider dumping
Hurts.
him.
I don't see Hurts playing that bad.
I think
Hurts
the first
also has a
domino-
no trade clause, so it's
Right.
going to be tough.
I think the first domino, you won't be able to trade Hurts really, but I think the first domino to fall if they have a disappointing year would be Nick Sirianni. So. But no, not surprised at all that you went Jalen Hurts. You over there in your Kelly Green.
609-403-0973. On the other side, we're going to be joined by Mr. Atlantic City, Justin Figueroa. He's going to talk to us about his up-and-coming fight next Friday night at the Tropicana in Atlantic City. You don't want to miss it. Next Friday night at the Tropicana. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Tell them the Locker Room sent you. I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. You want to try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, Stocks pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB or visit CaptainChuckySeaIsle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann. They're located at 4111 Lannis Avenue in Sea Isle to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Mr. Atlantic City, Justin Figueroa. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The Sports Bash with Mike Gill has the best Phillies coverage in South Jersey.
Swing and a drive. Right field. Way back. And gone. Into the second deck, a monster homer for Bryce Harper.
Every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. with Bob Winkle from RedOctoberPhilly.com. And Tuesdays at 3 p.m., 97.3 ESPN.com Phillies insider Frank Close answers your Phillies mailbag questions.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. Blue collar mentality, tough, fighting every single day. I get you so fired up. I signed here.
The Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
To do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about.
On 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, attic, and your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Timmy, everybody. Great job. Next up for our 5th grade class recital, we have Samantha.
10 times better performance can make a big difference. Castrol Edge Motor Oil gives your engine 10 times better high-stress performance. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance. Now through December 28th, Castrol Edge and Edge High Mileage Motor Oil are on rollback at Walmart.
Claim based on sequence 9 test under high-load conditions versus API SP test limits.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim on my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, intern Andrew Leeds. A beautiful Sunday, July 21st. And due to popular demand, Boxing Insider Promotions returns to the Tropicana Atlantic City Friday night, July 26th. That's next Friday with competitive fights, including Mr. Atlantic City himself, Justin Figueroa. Irish Mickey Ward will be there. That's Friday night. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmasters.com, $63, or you can buy your tickets at the Tropicana box office. That's next Friday night, July 26th at the Tropicana. And visiting us right now in the studio with us is Mr. Atlantic City himself, Justin Figueroa. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing great. I
All
love
right,
the
man.
energy. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming in, man. It's cool
This
to have
is
you
every
here, man.
Sunday with him, by the way.
The energy is crazy.
The energy is nonstop with this guy.
I love it though.
Yo, man, good to see you. I was in
Yes,
your
sir.
first fight.
Oh yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
man.
Yes, sir.
I saw that. So what got you into boxing?
So I started boxing. My dad got me into it around 4 or 5 years old. He was just teaching me how to
really?
box,
That young?
teaching me how to fight. It was more just teaching me how to defend myself. I lived in a tough neighborhood in Atlantic City. Got into a few fights.
Did you get in fights when you were a little kid?
Yeah, as a kid, I
Really?
actually got beat up by 5 kids at once.
No way.
And my dad, he knew I was pretty soft, I guess you can say, soft-hearted. I still am.
Yeah.
I turned the switch on and off, but yeah, after that day when I got jumped or beat up by 5 kids, kept me in the house for 2 years straight and trained me every day boxing. But it was more so self-defense. He was teaching me how to fight. And then the first day he let me outside, I was kicking butt all in the neighborhood because kids still, kids are gonna be kids.
Yeah.
And they messed with the wrong kid after those 2 years. But my dad realized how good of a student I was and how much potential there was. And it became a father and son duo kind of thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we love boxing. My first competition was at 10 years old.
So I got to tell you, I'm friends with a couple of guys that used to play in the NHL.
Okay.
And they were fighters.
Yeah, for sure.
Nicest guys off the ice.
Yeah.
Don't want to mess with them on the ice.
Nah, not at all.
You drop the gloves, they'll kick you.
Not at all, especially on the ice.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to fight them on the ice.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, just because you're like you have a different mentality, you get in the between the ropes.
Yes, sir.
You're an animal. Man.
Most
You want
definitely.
blood, right?
Yeah, most
right?
definitely.
You're carnivore.
Yeah.
But outside the ropes, they're completely different.
Yeah, I would like to think
You
I'm
like
a good guy.
you seem mild mannered.
Yeah.
You know what
I
mean?
would like to think I'm a good guy, well mannered, but definitely I go into that alter ego when I step in the stadium and enter in between them ropes. I kind of go into my flow state and I turn into Justin Time or Mr. Atlantic City. Like I said, it's an alter ego for me. And all the work that I put in, I just let it flow.
Now, being a boxer, you have to train really hard.
All day, every day.
I mean, you're pretty cut.
Yeah.
You come in here, you look like you're in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
Of course, you're fighting next Friday night.
That's right.
And how many hours do you spend in the gym prior to fights?
Man, like this far out or just in general?
Well, like leading up to a big fight.
Yeah.
By the way, you're 9-0.
Yes, sir.
So you're leading up to a big fight. How many hours do you spend in the gym?
It's tough for me. I've throughout my career so far, I had a tough time with burning out because I train too much. I love to train. I love to train hard.
Do you run a lot? Like
run a lot.
How many miles would you run?
I will get up to the most I've done was 19 miles. I do 10 miles here and there. But my coaches are like, you're not a marathon runner. Why are you running that much?
Right.
You want to do more of a sprint. So they said about 3 miles is good. This fight's going to be 6 rounds, so 18 minutes in total. So I more so sprint for 18 minutes. I think I probably get around 3 miles around there.
Right.
Than a sprint. But good running, sprinting.
And what's it's 3-minute rounds, right?
3-minute rounds.
Does it a round seem like an eternity?
It can.
Wrestling is like I get equated to wrestling because when I was in 7th, I only wrestled 1 year in 7th grade.
Gotcha.
I think it's three rounds wrestling.
Yeah, 3 periods.
3 periods.
Yeah.
That the third period can seem like an eternity.
The second.
So the first, so you're going 6 rounds.
Yes, sir.
That 6th round could seem like forever, right?
It can, but
if you're trained properly,
10,
so that's why you need
10,
to really train that you could go 12 if you had to.
Yeah, depending how I fight. If I go in there and swing bombs and bombs and bombs, definitely will catch up with you. That's why you got to stay sharp and you go out and box a little bit. Pick your shots, shoot, change the speed on your shots. If you go out there and swing all these haymakers, it's definitely going to.
Who do you like to model your fighting style after?
I take bits and pieces from a lot of fighters.
Do you watch a lot of film?
Every day.
So who do you model yourself?
I feel like I learned the most from Lomachenko. I think Vasily Lomachenko, 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion from Ukraine. He's phenomenal. You could just watch him. His technique is just different. You could tell that he knows all the ins and outs in fighting, and he knows what to do at every angle of the ring. He's just phenomenal to watch. He's a treat to watch, and I love watching him and studying him.
What weight are you?
I'm fighting at 154.
154.
Which
now, did you have to lose weight to do that? Is that your right?
Definitely. I'll probably walk around in shape.
What's your like? If you're not fighting, what's your weight?
In shape or just walking around?
Just walking around.
Man, I mean, I love to stay in shape. I love, especially living by the beach. I love being on the beach. I love to keep.
And we're going to talk about that.
Yes, sir.
Because I love the fact that you were on the Atlantic City Beach Patrol.
But hey, man, I love to eat too, so I can get up to 180, 190.
Really?
When I was playing football for Holy Spirit, I was 200, 215.
Really?
Yeah, man. So, but in shape, I'll probably walk around 170, 165 in shape. But, yep.
And now you're 9-0.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be fighting Friday night, July 26th at the Tropicana.
Yes.
If you win, you'll be 10-0.
Big.
How many wins do you think you need before you can like really get to the where hey, this is Mr. Atlantic City, Justin Figueroa?
Yeah.
Like national notoriety. Because Larry Goldberg is the promoter.
Yes.
How many fights do you need before you get national recognition?
I think maybe 5 more fights where it's just like put anyone in the ring.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think 5 more fights, 5 more camps. My sparring and on the back end is stepping up. My competition in practice is definitely tougher than my fights at the moment, and that's why we're pretty much blowing through these guys. But I can't wait for the competition to step up in the fights. I feel that I am ready for that, but I think around 15 fights, I'm ready for the world.
Okay. Now I was at your first fight.
Right.
And I when you came in, I was critiquing you a little bit. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No.
Because I thought I don't want to say you took your opponent lightly.
Yeah.
I think you let your guard down a little bit in one of the periods. I think he stunned you.
Yes.
I think when I looked at who did you fight last time?
His name was
Anthony
Armas.
Armas.
From
he
Venezuela.
was 13-7 or something like that.
13-7. Yep. 8 knockouts. Yep.
When I looked at the two of you guys, I automatically said, well, you look like a better fighter than
right.
Physically and just the way you were throwing your punches. Because boxing is not just physical. You got to be smarter than it, right? It's a cerebral sport.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
You got to outthink your opponent.
Yes, sir.
So I thought you were smarter and physically more appealing to me.
I believe so.
But I think you let your guard down in that one fight, one period, or he got one lucky shot in on you, stunned you.
Yeah.
And then you recouped. Is that accurate?
Correct.
So what did you do wrong?
I felt that from the start.
What did you do wrong, and did you learn anything from that?
Most definitely. I felt from the start and the whole fight, I was pretty dominant. I definitely wanted to step on the gas a little bit more. I felt like I wanted to take him a little more into the later rounds, into the deep end, and drown him.
Yeah.
Even though I am a lifeguard for Atlantic City Beach Patrol, and drowning does not go with me.
Not typically encouraged.
Right, Danny.
I was gonna drown him, but I felt that I took my time in the beginning rounds. I threw a lot of feints and setups, but in the second round, I felt like I was touching him up a bit.
Yeah.
I heard the home crowd going crazy.
Yeah, they were.
And
you know what, Danny? He had a great crowd because Mr. Atlantic City, and it's in Atlantic City, he had a huge crowd there, does that inspire you too when you hear the noise? Because a lot of athletes, Danny, too, you notice, like you hear it, but you drowned all that stuff out.
Yeah.
But you do in a way that
feed off
that. Yeah. So in the first round, I could still hear, especially with how the venue is set up, I could still hear everyone in the first round. And I'm like, I'm not in my flow state yet. I need to get in my flow state.
Right.
The second round, I started to enter my flow state. I started putting the mittens on them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the second round, that is when I kissed the canvas like it was my girlfriend. And the mistake I made was I got impatient. Because I wanted to please the crowd, because I do feel I am an entertainer along with a fighter. I wanted to please the crowd, but the biggest mistake was I broke the fundamentals. I broke my base. I dove in and I left my feet.
So that's from being is that from maybe being like a little inexperienced, maybe? Because you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had a bad it's been a bad habit throughout my career since I got back into boxing, diving in and leaving my feet. And I will always get away with it because of my athleticism and speed. But this guy, he was a veteran in my last fight, and he picked up on it, and he caught me with a good shot. And I wasn't hurt when I got hit. I knew I got hit, but I thought I tripped over his foot. And then when I looked back at the tape, I realized that my feet were off the ground when I threw the punch. So when he hit me, I didn't have my base to hold me up.
Okay, yeah.
So I never felt really hurt, but my feelings was hurt.
So, Justin, this upcoming Friday, it's a 6-round bout against Victor Mendoza Areola. He's 4-1 with 2 knockouts. You're 9-0, and Billy, you made that a huge point of emphasis. But it's not just a casual on 9-0. It's 9-0 with 7 knockouts.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been dominant so far. So, without giving away too much, what have been some points of emphasis for this Friday against Victor Areola, and really just overall what you've been training like as far as trying to take down a guy who's 4-1 with 2 knockouts?
Honestly, I think the opponent has switched. I think we have a different opponent. So it's been,
really? It was a last-minute change?
Yeah, last-minute
Really?
change. It's been tough for me the past few fights. Opponents just been dropping out. We'll get an opponent.
Now, do you have film
out.
on? Do you have film on your opponents? Like football teams?
Not too much.
Like,
exactly.
Really? Yeah.
I don't have too much film.
Are
on
you
these
allowed
guys.
to do that in boxing?
Yeah,
have film?
definitely. I love to study other guys' films just to see how they move. But exactly. With all my opponents dropping out, I haven't been watching too much film because it's like I'm gonna watch this guy's film and I end up not even fighting him, so I waste my time. So I believe we have a different opponent.
No, I'm sorry. I'll get the facts in front of me in a second.
Gotcha. All good.
Sorry about that.
But I have a bunch of sparring partners from down here all over Jersey. I travel to Philly, get some sparring, different sizes, different styles, inside fighting, outside fighting. So I believe I'm ready for anything.
All right, we're here with Justin Figueroa, Mr. Atlantic City. When we come back on the other side, we'll talk about Jake Paul had a fight last night, maybe a little other professional fighters, and a little Atlantic City Beach Patrol talk, and a lot more with Mr. Atlantic City himself. Justin Figueroa is in the studio with us. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Go down there and say hello to Justin. We like Justin, and tell him we said hello. I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. They opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Come off the beach, get an adult beverage, sit under a palm tree. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue more here with Mr. Atlantic City, Justin Figueroa. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small. Can't wake up without it. Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Hi, I'm Cesar Milan. People are always commenting on how happy and healthy my dogs are. One of the reasons is the food my dogs eat.
Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend is a premium freeze-dried raw dog food designed to support your dog's health, happiness, and lifespan.
Their jaws are more flexible, their teeth are cleaner, and their coats shinier. And why they seem more youthful even as they age.
I'm veterinarian Dr. Marty Goldstein. I've helped countless dogs thrive with one simple concept. Your dog needs a high-meat diet similar to what their ancestors ate in the wild.
Dr. Marty created Nature's Blend using 50 years of nutritional research and experience, helping dogs make incredible turnarounds. Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of Cod Krispies, their wild-caught, ultra-crunchy cod skin treats. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or text DEAL to 511-511.
Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee.
All dogs are unique. Your dog results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
97.3 ESPN is teamed up with for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card, good for use at the Ravioli House in Wildwood for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. Right now we're joined in studio with Mr. Atlantic City himself, Justin Figueroa. He's going to be fighting Friday night in Atlantic City, Tropicana. Friday Night Boxing Insider Promotions present a big fight night. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or at the Tropicana box office. Friday night, $63 tickets. Get down there. It's well worth it. Justin Figueroa is here. And Justin, we look forward to a big fight next week. You're 9-0, looking for your 10th win.
Yes.
Pretty exciting stuff, man.
I am excited. This is a big goal mine or milestone for my career to reach 10-0. I think this labels me as a real prospect. Anyone can reach 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Yeah. But to reach 10-0, there's got to be something there, and then it's only up from there. So I'm ready for that stage.
Yeah, now I must admit, you're 10-0 and good-looking guy.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Soon to be 10-0.
Soon to be 10-0 You want to, you keep, you want to get hit in the face too much.
Especially my mother there, my girlfriend there.
Oh, by the way, I sat next to your girlfriend.
Okay,
I was
nice.
just happened to be actually for I guess the second, maybe third round on. I think people were moving around. And I said, well, I saw her looking. I said, that's my boyfriend. I said, yes, we met.
I love it.
Last night, Jake Paul fought Mike Perry.
Yes.
What did you think of that fight?
Mike Perry is a bare knuckle fighter, more of a tough guy, more of we call those fighters where they just jump into competitions like it's a tough man competition,
right?
Where
he's not really a boxer.
He's not. Yeah, he didn't. You could tell he didn't really have too much in his arsenal. He just wanted to land a big punch, and he could definitely take some good
Jake
punches.
Paul's not a boxer per se either. I mean, he's a YouTube sensation that turned into a boxer.
Right, he's turning into a boxer in front of our eyes. Though.
I definitely think he is
he's
a boxer.
He's a boxer.
I mean, anyone can point out a couple flaws that he did last night, but I could definitely point out a lot of good things that he also did. I feel that he used his lead hand, his jab very well. He changed the speeds on it. He landed it a lot. He stopped Mike Perry from coming in with that lead hand.
Right.
And it set up his big right hand. The only thing that I can really say about him is he was more of just a 1-2 puncher. He didn't really put his combinations together, but it looked like it was all a part of his game plan to get Mike hurt or tired, and then he put them together and got him out.
Knocked him out.
Yeah, so a lot of respect for Jake Paul.
What do you think when Jake Paul goes up against Tyson? You think he's got any shot?
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to box and move, stick and move. I think.
You think he's got any shot to beat Tyson?
Youth.
So, all right. Well, who do you think will win the fight between Tyson and Paul?
Oh man, I think Jake Paul is gonna have to. If it's an 8-round fight,
is that what it is?
A distance fight. I think it is.
Who do you think will win, Danny?
Listen, I think either way, if Tyson wins or loses the fight, it'll be a win-win for him because he'll walk out of that fight if he loses it saying, I'm 58 years old facing a young guy. Nothing to lose.
Papered up, too. He's going to get a nice check from that.
Exactly. Yeah. He's going to make a ton of money, which a lot of people that fight Jake Paul do. But
Who do you want to win?
Listen, I want Mike Tyson to win. I want him to kick his ass.
Who do you want to win?
Mike Tyson.
Who do you want to win, Leedsy? Tyson. Who do you want, Justin?
I love Mike Tyson. I've met Mike Tyson.
You met Mike Tyson?
I studied Mike Tyson. I one of the first books I've read was a Mike Tyson book.
Really?
I love Mike Tyson. I can't wait to meet him again. And
what
go
was
on
he
his
like when you
podcast.
met him in person?
He was so cool. It was funny because he was like real chill and laid back. He was on 4 grams of shrooms, just casually chilling. Yeah, just casually chilling. And he was at the Nobu restaurant where my girlfriend works, and my girlfriend was serving him. That's how I got to meet him. And he didn't even eat. He just had a chamomile tea to chill him out.
He was on mushrooms?
Yeah, like normal. And he was normal.
How did
real
you know
cool.
that he told you?
Yeah.
He wasn't
real
laughing.
cool.
He wasn't laughing.
He was giggling here and there. When I saw him, I was like, Mike, I like apologized to him. I was like, Mike, I can't believe this is you. I feel like I'm fanboying over you. Like it's crazy.
Was he cool to you?
Yeah, he just laughed and he was like, it's okay, because I was like this with my favorite fighter, Roberto Duran. So I know how it is.
Right.
It is going to be an 8-round fight, by the way.
8-round fight.
I think Jake runs in the beginning of the fight. Jake runs from Mike Tyson. He has to run because if he fights him in those beginning rounds, Mike Tyson's taking his head off.
Well, when you look at Jake, I mean, his hardest fight by far, he lost against Tommy Fury. That's the only blemish on his career. At this point, too, I agree with Justin. I mean, he's been dedicating, 6-7 years of his life now to boxing. I don't think we can just call him a fluke or a YouTuber anymore, even though he does tend to fight, bare knuckle fighters or retired UFC fighters.
Right, he's fighting everybody and anybody.
NBA players. I mean,
Right.
That's why his resume has been a little bit tarnished and not taken too seriously. But at this point, he's showing actual, great fundamentals for a boxer. So listen, what are we going to expect out of 58-year-old Mike Tyson? I think he's still going to have his raw, physical power that he had at a young age.
He's been all over social media.
But if Jake's
saying,
quicker,
I've been working out 3 days. Now I've been working out 4 days, and he looks like he's been working out his whole life. He's like he's Iron Mike still to me.
The one thing you really don't hope for is that he gets injured mid-fight because of age or anything like that.
You can pull a hamstring. I mean, you get hurt so many.
It could be
ways.
anything. It could be anything. But I hope Mike Tyson kicks his ass because I'd love to see Jake Paul. I hope he knocks him out. Quite frankly, I'd love to see Jake Paul just against. He fought Tommy Fury, lost against a true boxer who's been doing his entire life.
Right.
Bring him to town.
That'd be nice.
Justin, you're also on the Atlantic City Beach Patrol.
Yes, sir.
I talked to one of the Blair, I think it was Rick Blair or Sean Blair. I don't know, one of the Blair boys. And I was asking him about it. You said you're taking a leave because you're putting all your time in the boxing.
Yes.
But you've been on the Atlantic City Beach Patrol. You love doing that.
Man, I did it for about 6-7 years.
I think that is so cool,
I love
man.
the Atlantic City Beach. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, man.
I definitely want to see where boxing takes me. I believe I can take it to the top and bring world-class boxing.
All the guys on the patrol are pulling for you. I know that.
I love the Atlantic City Beach Patrol.
Yeah,
I had such a great time working there.
I cover the Beach Patrol races. I'll be actually next Friday night. I won't be able to attend your fight because I'll be covering the Dutch Hoffmans in Wildwood. It's the 3 big races of the Dutch Hoffmans, the Margate Memorials, and of course the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships.
Yeah.
This year will be in Brigantine because they won last year.
Okay.
Joe and Jack Seville won the doubles for Brigantine, and Seville, I think Jack won the singles. So they've got a great crew. But I was talking to them about you, and they said, "Yeah, man, but he's a great fighter." They watch your fights.
Yeah, they come out and they show a lot of support.
Yeah,
the Beach
man.
Patrol, man, they come in groups. I think they call it a tent party. They have like a tent party and they hang out and then
You
they
have a
come
lot
out
of
to the
friends
fight.
watching you, like a lot of your homies and a lot of.
Yeah.
How about your football? You play football at Holy Spirit, you said.
Yeah, a lot of friends from Holy Spirit High School. They come out, coaches, Holy Spirit alumni. Same thing with the Atlantic City Beach Patrol. A lot of support from the area, the local area, and I appreciate it a lot. The love is real, and I don't think I would be able to really go as far as I can without it.
Well, Justin, man, we really appreciate you coming into the studio today, and we're following you. We're pulling for you. We want you to go 10-0. So that's next Friday at the Tropicana in Atlantic City. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com, or you go to the Tropicana box office. $63, I believe. And good luck, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you for
All right,
having
man,
me.
there
Thank
he
you,
is.
guys.
By the way, we have the confirmed fighter now.
Okay,
The page that I had was outdated, even though it was printed out midweek this week.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The previous fighter obviously pulled out. It's Bila. I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly. Bila Isfan Orban. He's 4-9-2. I like Justin's chances. 9-0 and 7 knockouts against 4-9-2. He's been knocked out 4 times himself.
Well, now, before I let you leave, so you see his record. He's 4-9-2. You don't know too much about him, right? what's your approach going to be now? I mean, he's 4-9-2, so
Yeah.
you can't let that. You can't like
Take it lightly.
Yeah, you can't take it lightly.
Yeah. I definitely want to go in there. I want to put that mental pressure on him, keep my punches nice and sharp. I don't want to go in there and throw big punches right away and kind of swing myself out and then kind of let him gain confidence by running around the ring and then, get him into the fight. So I want to come out, stay sharp, be fast, land my jab, and then let my skills do the talking. I believe my skills are better. I have better speed. My strength is stronger. All around, I feel like I'm the better fighter. So I'm looking to get him out.
Who's your guy in the corner?
My coach.
Your coach in the corner. So do you have you'll have a game plan in your head?
Yeah.
But what if you get in the ring and things change? He'll say, you do this now, change this up.
Yeah, I have my own IQ and my own mindset, so I'll change within the round if I see something or feel some type of way. But when I get back into the corner, my coach, Coach String, John Gibbs, he has a game plan for me every round also.
All right, Justin, man, we're pulling for you, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys.
Man.
Yes,
Good
sir.
luck, and hope we'll have you back in again.
For sure, let's do it. Thank you.
Mr. Atlantic City himself, Justin Figueroa.
He's also going to be back with Josh Hennig this week as well, right?
Tuesday
night on game night, 6 to 7 with Josh Hennig.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
Yes, sir.
All right, there he is. Justin Figueroa, Mr. Atlantic City, Friday night at the Tropicana Atlantic City. Get your tickets now. Ticketmaster.com or at the Tropicana box office. Friday night in Atlantic City. Don't miss it. All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. The Sports Bash is celebrating 15 years on 97.3 ESPN, and we want to celebrate it with you. Come out and party on Happy Hour Friday, July 26th from 2 to 6 p.m. at Giuliano's Pub and Grill, 2264 Ocean Heights Avenue in EHT. Happy Hour Friday Sports Bash specials feature $3.50 Bud Light drafts and $4 neutral vodka seltzers during the show. Come out, enjoy a cold one, and enter to win tickets to see Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins at Citizens Bank Park, celebrating 15 years of the Sports Bash with me, Mike Gill, on 97.3 ESPN. And don't forget, we'll be out on Select Fridays all summer long to celebrate the Sports Bash. So come on out, say hello, tell us when you started listening to the show, come out and have a cold one, and don't forget, enter to win those great Green Day Smashing Pumpkin tickets. Our first Happy Hour Friday event will be at Giuliano's next Friday, July 26th.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
There's an issue cutting through the bipartisan bickering in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. Leedsy, man, that was cool.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Just getting to
cool?
sit back and listen to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
He's got a great story, obviously, growing up, having to fight for himself, turn a boxing career pretty much. I'd love to see him go 10-0 this Friday.
Man, I hope he wins. He's got Hungary, guys from Hungary.
Yeah. 10-0 with, let's get an 8th knockout here against the Hungary product. I mean, listen, 4-9-2, like you said, you don't want to take him lightly.
No, you don't take him lightly.
You have to prepare if it were, an undefeated boxer. But at the same time, I like Justin's chance. It's going to be a battle of AC and Hungary, so it should be a good one.
That was pretty cool.
This Friday, July 26th, the Tropicana, Atlantic City.
We were talking about, before we had Mr. Atlantic City in here, the quarterback who has most to prove.
Yep. It was between Hurts, Prescott, Russell
Rodgers,
Wilson, Deshaun Watson, and Aaron Rodgers. So we do have a few text messages here at the text line. Throw out the text number real quick.
609-403-0973. We got a couple minutes left.
In case you want to get your final thoughts in here on the program. Anthony in AC says, one is Jalen Hurts. He says it has to be Jalen Hurts because he has had one amazing year sandwiched in between 2 below average years. I disagree with that. They're not below average. Below average, you're talking about a game manager and a backup.
You're talking about
QB.
Daniel Jones there.
Yeah, I mean, that's below average. You're talking below average. You're talking Gardner Minshew.
I get the point. I get the point he's making, but I agree.
I could agree with Mate. Even average, I feel like it's a bit disrespectful. I mean, he had a bad 7-week stretch, but also, too, the team had a bad 7-week stretch. They were coached poorly, and honestly, I'm shocked Nick Sirianni
had no
was bad.
imagination. They couldn't make adjustments on the fly.
And that's why they hired a 5-year veteran OC and got rid of Brian Johnson, who was his first year on the job. I just think Jalen Hurts gets way too much hate. And listen, he had his flaws. Could not read a blitz. Didn't look towards the middle of the field.
He's not perfect.
Even Lane Johnson said they couldn't make adjustments, in-game adjustments.
It just snowballed. And that's saying something. When you have a guy with the IQ of Jason Kelce at center, kind of controlling the offense and communicating with your guys. But he says Jalen Hurts, he has to show he can be elite without Shane Steichen. I do agree with that. He has to show he can be elite without Shane Steichen, and I think he can prove that this year under Kellen Moore. Tom in Cape May Courthouse says Jalen Hurts has many more years ahead of him. Prescott, not so much. Prescott has pending contract and years of letdowns behind him. He has way more to prove. Thank you, Tom. You're the smart one.
He doesn't know what he's
talking about. That's another thing I was going to say is you'd say Hurts has this big contract, and that's why he has so much to prove. Well, Dak, he's looking to get paid. I mean, he wants another big contract like Jalen. So that's why he's got to prove that he's worth a contract. Jalen, he's already got his money. I mean, you could argue
now he's got to prove that he's worth it.
Yeah, but Dak has to be has to prove that he's worth being given that money. So,
I mean, he could hit the open market this year, and the Cowboys could lose him for nothing. They still have to pay CeeDee Lamb. He's holding out. They still have to pay Micah Parsons.
By the way,
that franchise is a joke. If you're a Cowboys fan, and by the way, Justin Figueroa was a Cowboys fan. We learned that during the break.
He does like the Eagles as well, apparently. He's one of those.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he said he's not really that big of a football fan.
Yeah. I mean, he just, he picked a team growing up and kind of stuck with it, but he said he'd like to go to an Eagles game and stuff. But at the same time, if you're a Cowboys fan, I mean, this franchise, they're down in the dumps.
They didn't do anything to improve themselves this
and they might lose some key players. I mean, if you don't pay Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott, what do you have? Seriously, what do you have? Zeke Elliott?
Yeah, I forgot Zeke was even
Trayvon
back.
Diggs, Deron Bland. That's it. That's it.
They've got a couple pieces, but without those surefire
I'm not going to shed
superstars.
any tears for them.
No. I'm just saying,
I
Jerry
hope they
Jones
lose.
needs to get his head out of his you-know-what.
I hope they lose them all. I hope they lose all. I know it's not going to happen, but I'd love for them to lose Micah Parsons. I don't want to see Dak Prescott.
What side of the ball are you more concerned about? The offense
for the Eagles?
For the Eagles, offense or defense?
Definitely defense.
Camp opens up Tuesday. Everybody's on the field.
They report
Wednesday.
Tuesday and
everybody's
on the field Wednesday.
I'd say
right.
I'm more concerned about the defense, but I'm almost more anxious to see the offense just because it's a new system. Last year, the offense was so ineffective the last 7 weeks.
I am
of the
more
season.
concerned and so more anxious about the defense. I think
which part?
Every defensive line and the secondary.
I agree.
Every aspect of the defense. I am anxious, nervous, and I have more trepidation about how the defense is going to look from the beginning of training camp to the first game.
What does your gut tell you right now as far as who's going to be the best edge rusher on the defensive line? Like, put money aside.
Nolan
I know
Smith.
Bryce Huff got
Nolan
paid.
Smith.
No, I know you're worried about it, but who do you think is going to be the best edge rusher on that line? If you're, what's your gut telling you right now? Money aside. I mean, I know Huff got paid, but money aside. You got Huff. You got Nolan Smith.
I hope to get a big year out of Josh Sweat.
Josh Sweat, he's going to have to step up. He tailed off at the end of last year.
Jalen Carter. I mean, he's not as much
No,
of an
he's
edge,
not an
but
edge rusher.
no.
D-tackle. Him and Brandon Graham are kind of going to be up the middle. So it's tough.
Nolan Swift, Sweat, and
Nolan Smith, Josh Sweat.
Huff. Who else?
Who do you think is going to be the best out of those three? Let's just go with those three.
Huff.
I mean, he kind of has to be, right? But also, I need to see Nolan Smith take strides.
I think Nolan Smith has to step up and have fill in, take over Hassan Reddick.
There's a lot of young guys on this defense. I mean, our corner room,
that's what I'm saying.
Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. I mean, a lot of
DeJean.
Remember, look, Jalen Carter said he needs an old. He's not worried about having an old school coach. He's played for old school coaches his whole life.
I think he'll.
They got to play. They got to have harder practices, tougher practices, more of a physical practice this year.
He's not the tackle you worry about, in my opinion. You know the one you worry about, and that's the big boy, Jordan Davis. He needs to keep his weight under control. He needs to manage that and improve his conditioning all season long, and he needs to be an absolute brick wall up the middle. It has to happen. And he can't just play on running situations. It's got to be passing, too.
Don't forget, Tommy Greene will be at Blitz's Market Thursday, July 25th. Signing autographs from 10 a.m. to 11:30. I'll be down with Tommy Greene down there at Blitz's Market, 21st and Asbury Avenue, from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Signing autographs. Come on down, meet Tommy Greene at Blitz's Markets. I want to thank Justin Figueroa for coming in, Mr. Atlantic City. I want to thank Tommy Greene, as always. Blitz's Markets. Danny Ryan, as always, great job producing. The intern Andrew Leeds doing a great job. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with a Schweiner. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next week right here in the locker room.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
South Jersey business owners, when Eagles football returns to the airwaves this